The shelter pretty much saved my life, is what the bottom line is. Yeah. And there's no other way to describe it. If it wasn't for this shelter, I probably would have been dead right now.
What we do here at First Step is we're looking to be able to assess the individual, provide them with whatever assistance they need in order for them to get back on track as to why they became homeless initially. And also we make sure that they have some form of income. Either it's through disability or they get through gainful employment. And we use that to help them transition into housing. And we realize that in doing that, it gives them a better opportunity for success.
People have to understand why they feel as bad as they do in order to start to help themselves. If we can't encourage them to start to help themselves, they'll never get into permanent housing. They'll never be able to hold a job.
The work of First Step Shelter is among the very best work that we can do in a community. It is great work because it gives folks who've had a hard time an opportunity to regain their bearings, to find their rudder. And it also helps us to rebuild our workforce, to express our sense as a community of fairness, of equity, of love, of compassion.
You know, I love one of the sayings we have at church. That's one of our tagline, and it's loving the God you cannot see by loving the neighbor you can. And when I think about that, I think about everybody is your neighbor.
The people that we help are going to end up helping this community. So you give and you get back. You give and you get back. If you don't give, you don't get back.
Every person has their own case manager assigned to them, and they create a service plan that goes through, if they need to have an ID card. You can't even move through the cycle of what you need in terms of services if you don't even have a basic ID. And certainly not if you don't have a social security number.
Challenges my clients face would be, struggling with mental health, drug addiction, but a lot of times it's just based their income. Their income does not go up with the prices of what rent's been going up to, so they can no longer afford with the social security amount they have, and they have nowhere else to go.
The realization is anybody who is working for somebody else, based on statistics, most people here in the United States are one paycheck away from being homeless. So you may be on top of it now, today. Tomorrow, it may be you.
To me, I didn't think I would be homeless ever in my life. That was always something that happened to somebody else. But in learning about myself and knowing myself, I'm a better person for it.
Stopping homelessness is the responsibility of all of us. If we could look at our brothers and sisters on the street as individuals and as human beings who have the same hopes, desires, needs as we do, our world would be a much better place.
I've met a lot of homeless people that are really good people. They just stuck in a rut and really their wheels are spinning and they just don't know how to get moving. They don't know how to get traction.
The shelter is a hand up, it's not a handout, and that it is beneficial to our community. The number of men and women who are now able to work, who are able to be functioning, high functioning members of our community and able to take upon jobs and become contributing members says a lot about the work that we're doing.
This can be a tool for you to reclaim yourself, to reclaim your dignity, and that's how I look at it. I mean, like, not only mentally, physically.
I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart that I know for a fact when I came in here, I had one foot in the grave, and I didn't even care if the other foot went in. Now, I have a reason to live till my 90s, maybe 100.
They treat me like I'm part of their family. I thank them so much for that because I felt like I lost mine. And I know that I didn't lose my family. We just took different roads. But when I found it here, sometimes I tell people, these people love me more than my own family.
Man, oh my goodness, it's First Step Shelter is the way to go from homelessness. It's without a doubt. And you could tell the people who want something out of their life, they'll come here or try to find about this place. But I make it known on the street, First Step Shelter. That's where you need to go.
I just think where I was at 3.5 months ago, wanted to die. Now I want to live. See, nobody been in that dark place. When you feel like your life is not worth something, now I want to live. See, that's where I'm at. I want to live now.
And I thank them so much for giving me the opportunity, the experience, and to show me a better way.
You know, I have a better positive mental outlook, a better physical outlook. You know, I can't say enough about the place. I think it's great.
Thank you. 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 I am so grateful for First Step Shelter.